Disco Cat does a happy dance. I just wanted that to be the first thing on the stream. You're welcome.
Hello. And welcome back to Tales... Sorry, no.
Nope.
To Spelljammer Academy. Inaugural...
Yeah.
Okay.
Spelljammer
cool.
Academy.
I am facilitating this session. This will be largely plot point based. Everybody has one plot point. This is not the same plot point pool as Tales from Waterdeep. Separate campaign. So everyone has.
Can I use my?
What now?
Can I use my plot point to switch the systems? No.
Not how that works. That's not an in-game.
Oh.
So, everyone has one plot point. You can spend it on either plot thickens with a complication, or I know a guy, and I can take over DMing whenever I want, but I'll currently functioning with one plot point. The rest of you, once half of us are out of plot points, they'll regain a plot point, and yeah, that's it. I will be facilitating this session. I am Jarl O'Larlin Dean. And I play clothes.
Hey, me too.
Is, at this point, has been referred to as Hank. Goose, if you'd like to... yourself?
Sure.
Yeah, this is not this is not physical descriptions. Just
right. My name is Goose, or Josh is like my actual in real life name. Newer DM, longtime player on the server. Today I will be playing a interesting character named Goose, who's a gray tabby cat. Not sure what else there is to say about me.
Well, I mean, they have wings.
Yep, that is true. They now have wings, and one of them has feathers, like jet black feathers instead of fur, and is wearing a neat little vest that has like the emblem. It's like a school uniform for Spelljammer.
Irina?
I play Irina, and she's a depressed 15-year-old, so she's kind of angry a lot.
Holy crap, she's going to college at 15? Damn.
I mean, this is the olden days, so not too absurd.
You should be married with 3 kids by now. No.
The only thing that is absurd is the fact that she's not a noble kid going to college.
Yeah. Goose is paying for it.
No, we're scholarship babies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Forgot.
Because we won the Kobayashi Maru.
Yes, otherwise known as the Sardak.
Sardak. I will remember that name one of these times. But only one.
Yeah.
Only one of them.
You were saying
I beg to differ. I don't remember.
Well,
I'm wear a lot of black and purple.
sometimes
and I'm a
pastel in
tiefling.
her clothes.
Yep.
My skin is almost translucent.
Silvery, go ahead and introduce yourself. Again, don't bother with physical.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
I'm playing Silvery, Astral Elf. I am pretty tolerant of other people's faith, and I respect the worship of other gods.
Thought you said face.
Say, yeah, I am tolerant of other people's face.
No.
She's some frickers.
Makes Irina feel better.
No. my character is kind of an introvert. She's an astral drifter, so she's kind of on her own. Yeah, so not good at talking to people, pretty much.
Oh,
And,
that. Oh, my bad.
Absinthe?
I am CB. I play Absinthe. I am an alcoholic fairy.
Nice and concise.
Nice.
Yep.
And then our guest, Mofan.
I play Mofan. He's a Lightfoot halfling who is trying to go through school and earn money to help his crippled sister.
Currently, everyone is on a journey. A journey on the ship of a certain Captain Elsit Barrett, ship known the Jackalope. This ship is a sickening sight. A sloop with tattered sails, a list to the side, and the decking actively. However, it is a little bit cool because it is made out of a tree, not a dead one like. It has a living tree on a very old, sickly-looking living tree on the aft castle. Sloop, smallest class of ship, by the way. With the ship itself is made of the tree's roots, woven.
Very wealthy tree, by the way, to have its own castle. And to be an aft castle on that.
You have taken a mark from an, more aptly, Elsit Barrett, taken this mark from an elven capture Thay sailors, Hay, a kingdom that is in central Faerun, and known to be in active skirmishes with Elven Enclave, a ally of Alliance, nation in which, and a capital of. As you have been flying through space, you were looking for a easy out. And whereas most of the Spelljammer privateers assumed this mark to capture ship, Barrett found a loophole where it just says sailors. Therefore, you can just find them on. Well, that was the goal. Instead of finding a transport ship, you have in fact found a warship. A warship that outsizes your own ship being a Class 1 ship, this being a Class 3. It's
fine.
Several times larger and has massive cannon.
Yeah.
As you,
And we're taking it with the dinghy.
yeah, as you were on this approach, that's a good question, Absinthe. I'll be right back. On the approach, you had recruited a pirate crew, a crew of the Peregrine, captained by Wilhelm II and bosuned by Seamus, Storm Brewer. They agreed to help you, but after a less than favorable look upon Captain Elsit Barrett, they decided that it was risky for them to continue. You convinced them to join you in kind of an initial attack. If you can manage to get the ship to surrender before combat, without actual combat, then the pirates will stick around and help. And be the intimidating factor to try to get them to surrender along you pull off. But if a stable fight breaks out, they're leaving. And they basically snuck you up under a neutral flag to as they passed the ship, they let you off on a dinghy with a harpoon gun. Yeah, at which Irina made a extremely skillful shot with that harpoon and managed to sneak the dinghy right up next to the back balcony without. That being said, Irina, you would now have a permanent +1 in your amulet, academy amulet of harpooning to tether yourself to it. So, like, basically, like trying to grapple on. Have a permanent.
Muted. Yeah.
Because of how the amulet works.
Cool.
Let me double check what level you guys are.
19.
So this okay, so this session is yes, level level cap, level 6. Okay. Yes, so you are currently trailing behind the in the ethereal, this river of phlogiston, magic itself swirls beneath, letting off a glow, underlighting everything. Around you, you can see the dream of the material. Reflection of. As you drift, dangling, trailing behind, latched on as if a parasite on a whale. Next to balcony.
And Mofan and Sillery are also there?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone is.
Gotcha. Well. Alright, I got us here. Now what are we doing?
Mo-Fan would say going guns blazing, but that's also probably not a good idea.
It's definitely a bad idea.
Can we leave?
So I leave, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. That's probably a bad
Just
idea.
Oh, I do want to specify Goose, because you probably tried this at some point. You are completely unable to turn into that giant manta ray you saw or summon it.
Yep. I already knew.
Yeah.
I have not tried yet. I already knew what it was.
Yeah.
Then
Which
you
is a
would
bummer, but I can still be a whale. Which, speaking of which, I need to locate stats for that.
Yeah, I am currently doing that.
I know they're in the Spelljammer book.
I don't.
That's where I
They're-
found them the first time.
Are you sure you didn't find them in the Atlas book?
I am pretty sure.
Because I've looked through the spell Astral Adventurer's Guide several. There is no monster.
Huh. Then
There are just
then
not creatures.
yeah, evidently then it probably isn't in there.
So I think it's in the Atlas book. Let me pull that up. But whatever the case, you guys can continue planning. Because I would say, Goose, I'm not going to tell you what the stats are before you summon it. You've seen these
that's fine.
things, but you don't know much about them. Just
Correct. So, we have a couple different options. Absinthe, you are familiar with one of them, as it's how we we're going to take down that ship in in the test that we were transported into. The difference is now we have somebody invisible.
Except this time I don't have grenades with me.
Right, but I can still set fire to them. I'll just lose a familiar. I won't be as prominently around for about an hour. Alternatively, another option would be if I can get just below deck in general, I could turn into a whale and burst out its main deck. But I think the main idea that we came up with the first time was trying to sneak some of the powder kegs up to the masts and blow them off. Correct?
That sounds like a mighty fun idea.
That and possibly put one or two down in the main or the bottom cargo hold area where I can blow them and allow phlogiston to leak in.
Do I get to commit murder?
No.
Oh.
Not unprovoked, please.
Provoke them.
I do, you hear the voice, kind of, just come into your scarf speaks to you. Well, wouldn't commit murder, because murder's a crime. There is no law out here.
That is an excellent point. I won't commit any crimes.
Yeah.
I would say, Goose, you would have been able to hear. Oh, it's quiet. It's not.
Irina just feels the bracelet around her wrist shift a little. And I'll leave it alone.
I rub my bracelet a little bit.
Sticky.
What?
It sticks to your skin.
Okay.
Spilled some of that Kool-Aid on it.
Me trying to be nice for once.
Well, he's doing it because he's mad at you, but
Me goes to comfort you. No.
he's a cat. What'd you expect? No,
Now that you are this close to it, you do notice it doesn't have bronze. So this is very clearly a.
So even the concept that the captain had that it didn't have broadsides was inaccurate. Fantastic.
If you, I will say, no, none of you have enough experience with Spelljammer. I will say, those of you who have fought the Thae before, namely, I think, Goose,
Yep.
Mofan, I don't remember if Irina and Absinthe have. Were you guys on that, Lizard raid?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, I thought Mofan you were. I thought... My bad. Okay. Then just Goose, go ahead and make a history.
was sick. I'm great at these.
You did say lizard, right?
No,
Blizzard, like in the snow.
Oh yes, I was at the blizzard. I thought you said
Yeah,
lizard.
yeah.
I was like,
No, yeah. Go ahead and make a history check as well, Mofin.
it's a good thing you requested that he does so, because mine was a 10 minus 2. For
I'm
total
pulling
of
up
8.
Pro 20 right now to bro.
You got this. Fuck it, I cast Fireball.
How does 13 sound?
13? Okay, yeah. You
Better than 8.
Okay.
Mm.
How heavily loaded this ship is, Thunderon, is a little bit odd. Because you fought a skirmishing party that had like no pistols, no rifles. They could clearly use weapons, at least when they were being controlled by the Bard Lich. But they like didn't have anything, any firearm, underarm. So the fact that this ship is just absolutely loaded with it, kind of don't know, like it's odd, but you can't think of any reason. Like why that discrepancy?
That is strange. And only I know that, right? So I'd have to relay that. Yes, I'll relay that to that it's strange. I'll say that's strange. What are they called again? Thunder arms?
Thunder arms, yeah, or guns. You can call them guns.
Say that it's weird that this has so many thunder arms while the other ship did not. The skirmish.
Not the other ship. The time you went and fought the like undead.
Oh, then I'll say that to Goose on that. Well, I assume Goose is around.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm currently visible. As the black cat with wings.
I said to Goose, don't you find it weird that it's there's so many thunder arms on this ship, but not during that blizzard? We fought the skeletons or whatever they were.
They didn't. Yeah, they didn't have any guns, did they? Could it be that this load hasn't reached them, and maybe it's like the first one of its kind? It is peculiar.
So now that I've used that plot point to set up the fact that this is heavily gunned, Irina, would you like to add a complication to that?
I don't have anything fiery. Am I on the ship? Or am I in
You're
the
on the
dinghy?
dinghy with everyone else.
The
Okay.
complication is like a twist to the fact that they're like loaded down with firearms.
Yeah,
Oh.
like they have.
I don't.
They have firearms, but they have firearms, and that's
My brain's broken.
that's okay.
Sorry.
Does anyone have suggestions?
What do you have to do to use the thunder arms? I'm asking that out of character.
Thunder arms are tend to be rune activated. But you can technically activate them with an impact or an elemental discharge.
How about that they're all in just one room? Possibly?
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, so like, okay.
A guarded room maybe, or...
Yeah, that could work, where they just have kind of like... Interesting. Okay.
They just have like an armory.
Yeah, we can basically just kind of like put that like in my pocket, and I have ideas to run with that. If you're fine, Mofan, I'll take complete control of this move forward.
Yes, that's completely fine with me.
All right. Yeah.
right.
You can tell by kind of like looking in portholes. There's a porthole like right next to you where you can like look on the gunnery deck. Second deck. You can see in the gunnery deck that there are not on ships that you've been on that have broadsides. There are powder kegs near the cannons so that they can reload fast. Like they're prepped for combat. There is not anything like that. There is not powder kegs.
It's all in one room.
Yeah, like that's genuinely odd. One, just being sailors, you'd know that's a safety hazard. And two, it's just not efficient in case you get attacked. It's amateur.
Why don't? If you guys don't oppose, I can sneak in and try and find the kegs first and work a bit of my magic, get them into place, and then we storm. Like storm the deck and blow up the masts.
Explosion.
Sorry?
Explosions.
Yes, there will be explosions. Oh,
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sounds like a great plan.
okay. Each of you hold out your hands.
Well,
He
Phoenix
reaches into
reaches
the
in.
vest. He pulls out a gun for each of them. It's just a regular pistol, but like,
yeah, the scarf like
shoot.
drifts as if it is being like blown by the wind. It's a pistol.
I do want these back. They're marked with the guards' sigils, so they're illegal, but
Just like my backpack is full of those daggers.
give me 10-ish minutes to get them into... Actually, I can just come back and tell you once they're in place. And then just, once we're on the ship, shoot for barrels next to the masts, and theoretically we can get... search for the Spelljammer room. If we can take that room, then we can possibly halt this thing entirely.
The helm.
The helm. Yes. We'll storm the deck, blow up the mast, and then go for the helm. Try and make the ship incapable of movement.
Sounds like a great idea, Goose.
I have a gun.
Use it wisely.
I'm gonna burn a key point and turn the pistol that he hands me into a monk weapon.
Oh no!
Nice.
He's a gunk. He's the drunken gunk.
Yes, gun fu.
Drunk foo. Drunk foo.
Oh yeah.
I just found out that is a optional feature in one of the other classes or the other books for monk.
Ooh, that's really nice actually. That kind of like very soundly does kind of what I... That's sweet. Thank you for telling me that.
Does Absence's like eye, or does anyone's eyes like widen just a little bit more than I'm comfortable with when I hand out the guns?
I do.
This
Mine
scarf
widen,
looks-
but not out of uncomfortability.
The scarf does look a bit excited.
It doesn't faze me. It sounds like something Goose would do.
The main concern is to the astral elf that he hasn't outright made a like friendship with, and it's like, have you ever used one of these before?
Nope.
Me neither.
Me either.
See this? And he like holds it up and he like aims the like with his hand over the trigger so that way it can't get pulled, but aims it like towards his eye. And you see these points that like are lined up with my pupil right here?
Mhm.
Point that at what you want to shoot. Squeeze this thing. Don't squeeze it until you have it aimed. There's one shot in each.
Okay.
You ready?
Do this.
He'll go invisible
Okay.
and head up. Are the portholes small enough for him or big enough for him to get through, or does he need to actually go up the deck and try to sneak his way down?
You can manage. Like cats can fit through. Oh yeah.
Perfect. What do I see in there?
So you kind of enter into the gunnery deck, and you notice that the ship just still
Eldritch
go ahead
Sight.
and make a perception check.
I'll pop Eldritch Sight for that as well. Nothing.
You can see a faint glow off the powder, the thunder powder. It is actually noteworthy that as you're kind of like looking at it, you don't see signatures of divine magic. That's smoke powder. So this is clear thunder.
It is 28.
Yeah, you look around and you notice there are just piles of bones around, like at the camp. Like at different places there are just kind of piles of bones. There are like small urns sitting like next to each. And then in the you also notice on the thunder powder kegs, there is the circle, the T emblazoned, Varian Corporation.
So I've spotted like the thunder arm room, or
No,
is this just the
you can
kegs?
see that. Sorry, that's on the cannons. That's on.
Gotcha.
On the cannons, it's like small emblazoned in it. And yeah, you kind of look around and you do find, towards the front of the ship, there is a,
Is there thunder
Yes.
powder actually on the deck, on this like gunnery deck, or is it like?
There is, as I said, all of the kegs appear to be missing.
Gotcha. My apologies.
There normally should be. But kind of look around and find a locked room with the like. Actually, no. You find a locked room. That is actually that's yeah, so you've kind of like gone the gunnery deck. Sorry, the gunnery deck is actually the lowest deck.
The lowest deck.
The
Oh.
lowest deck, yeah. You go you kind of like search around a bit. You go up the stairs, and then there's a large locked door to like going towards the front of the ship, where the massive cannon is.
Gotcha.
But there, you kind of search the bottom floor. I would like you to actually make a stealth check.
Yep. Is that with advantage because I'm invisible?
Yes.
Gotcha. That's a 50.
Wait, yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah, so you stealth around, and with that, you do actually manage to find the location of, like on the bottom floor, there is, you kind of look around and you realize that there aren't any crew quarters. There is a captain's quarter, and where you see, you notice the only thing there is a like skeleton encased in swirling purple mist that make a approximation. Every once in a while, it kind of like fades into vision more, but this person is wearing it's when it fades kind of a little bit more into vision, or there is they're wearing a red, like, big red coat, and they have a sigil on their forehead, same as this swirl with kind of dots on the swirl and then a star in the middle of it.
Gotcha.
As this appears to be the captain, they have like long, kind of corpsey, stringy, that falls back and is into like a braid that is really thin. How little hair is actually.
So my question is, so you said the door was locked to the Thunder Room. Do I happen to like spot a key on this guy or anywhere like on my way around?
Yes, yeah. So you would well, actually, you do spot in the room adjacent to the captain's quarters, which has like a bunch of like it has windows going into the cabin. Kind of like, or kind of like one of those folding screens. That like accordion screen.
Okay.
Between larger rooms, there is actually like a locked box, where you can kind of like search around a bit, and you like find this locked box, kind of shake it a little bit, and it does have kind of.
The fucking box is locked too.
But the box. Well, the box itself does not have a actual on it, but when you try to open it, it's almost like it's sealed. Oh, and you kind of, since you already said your magic eyes, I'm gonna say like, they'd still be up because that. You can tell there is enchantment magic on this. So, yeah. Or wait, no. It might be the other one. But yeah, there is magic on this. I'll correct myself. Abjuration. Abjuration. That's the action. Yeah, that's what you scout. That's what you find.
Can I do a dispel magic on it?
Does that have any what components does that?
Or wait, I would have to bring it back in order to do that anyway, because it's not a touch spell. So this box is invisible, correct? As I am holding it.
Yeah, once you pick it up, it does.
Awesome. Fucking damn it. Work my way back to the dinghy or the schooner or whatever, where everyone is. And I'm gonna keep an eye on the enchantment to see if it like flares up or anything as I leave. What-
Go ahead and make an Arcana.
Ooh, that might not actually be that bad. That's an 18.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. As yeah, you kind of watch it. You do not see any signs of it.
awesome. And bring it back to Irina and them, and I appear back and like, I think I got the keys. I just need to open them. Now I'll hold out my hand towards Irina.
Ah, right.
Like to imagine it's like a little. Oh shit! As the bracelet falls, and I'll place it against the box and cast Dispel Magic on the box.
Yeah. You cast Dispel Magic. And
It is level 5. Wait, no, I'm not that level. It's Let me check. Sorry, it is level 3.
yeah, you cast Dispel Magic and the magic. You open up the box, and
A whole collection.
at that moment, they look like they are, yeah, just a ring of keys to all the. With that, I'll allow you to discuss plans. In this moment, you take a short break from. I will be back. I'll be back. And action.
Okay.
Feel free to discuss amongst yourselves and plan.
There's so many damn keys.
Are we gonna have to like try them all?
I mean, realistically, I
Goose
could.
is going to. Yeah, Goose has to, not us.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I vote for this too.
Only because I'm invisible, actually, I would agree.
Well, yeah, I don't know if we could get in through the porthole.
Porthole?
No.
Yeah, I don't think we could get in there.
Oh.
I can
Hopefully
get into
this-
the porthole.
You could.
That's true.
Wait, can I do the invisibility thing? What
No.
level was that?
Did you get a good look at the lock? Maybe you can match the key to the lock.
He did not get a good look at the lock necessarily, but he could try. Damn.
Okay.
I can't
the
bring you
box-
with me invisible.
So did you bring the box out, or
Yeah, I brought
Yeah.
the box out and like cast Dispel Magic on it, and now I have it open and I'm staring at a bunch of keys and I'm like, motherfucker.
If the box has got magic on it, you might not be able to just match the key. 'Cause it
Hmm?
might have magic. I don't know.
Well, I had my arcane sight on when I was looking at it.
Oh
It didn't
yeah,
have any issues with
that's
that,
Couldn't
but-
you
that's
just
right.
make me invisible?
Huh?
Couldn't you just make me invisible?
I can't do that until 15th level, Bob.
What if you guys just held hands the whole time?
Are you implying that
So if you carry me,
Rattle style.
You are not an. I could do that, but I don't think it would work the same way. It would probably look pretty cute. A little like black cat carrying a green fairy.
It would.
Cute. It would be invisible. So how would it look cute?
It wouldn't be
Exactly.
invisible because it doesn't spread to, like, I can't hold your hand and you go invisible too.
well, I meant like
Oh,
if you make
dang.
me invisible instead of you.
I can't do that either.
oh.
Hmm.
The invisibility is an innate trait.
Well, how's your stealth?
of my
though?
species. Huh?
How's Absinthe stealth?
Not
Did
as
you
good
just
as
not
mine.
try unlocking it but without the key?
Did you check to
With
see if
what?
it was even locked?
I forgot you didn't have thieves tools
Yeah,
like me.
You did check if it was locked. It wasn't.
Ah,
I mean, if I can do it with a key, why would I do it without a key?
Well, you said there's a bunch of keys, so
I mean,
It's
sure.
better-
But we have the keys now, so
so you want to try every key in that door.
how many keys are there?
Let's say 6, so that I can roll.
6?
Oh, that is not nearly as many as I was thinking.
No,
Yeah, Goose,
no,
go
it's-
try the keys.
It's not a massive thing. It's
It makes me a lot less frustrating. I thought I opened it and it was just like a disendrawered junk drawer
just 50.
Yeah.
full of fucking.
that's honestly what I was thinking. Was like, yeah, there's 50 keys here.
No.
That'd be
I
the
thought the
most.
same thing.
That'd be the most sadistic way to get somebody to not break into your gun safe. I'm just saying. Like they're trying to break in and it's just 50 different fucking keys.
They get through 4 and they're like, fucking damn it.
I'll still get through
but
4 and be like,
are
fucking damn it.
we- Okay, so is Goose continuing? Is you kind of like get all of you hear this voice speak. All right. So what I'm understanding is that all of you are planning to still wait, and then Goose and perhaps Absinthe are sneaking back to the powder room. That-
1, who's this? 2, not quite.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Voice in your head, the organization, the planner, the man in the chair, if you will.
I already
Yeah,
have a
so-
voice in my head that helps me with that. Thank you very much. And
Well,
he says kill
congratulations.
them.
You have another.
Who's in my head now?
I'm
Please
just
not
looking
here.
everywhere in bewilderment.
You
Well,
don't want to be in my
If
head.
Absence is gonna sneak in, we might as well sneak me in instead, because I have the thieves tools.
Wasn't gonna sneak. I can't sneak you guys in.
I know
don't
we
have-
wouldn't be invisible. We could still try to sneak by.
But we don't.
Yeah.
We don't need thieves to have the key.
Correct.
Even
Yeah.
It was more that I can just go through the porthole. I'm
Mhm.
6 inches tall.
Right, but I think the best plan of action would be for you guys to get into position or get ready to storm. Like, because after this, we're like, we don't. Our objective isn't the powder room. That just is helping for us for me to be able to put the powder kegs where they need to be. Because once I'm
Well-
in there, we take a minute. I produce more cats, and they can carry the kegs up into position. And once we're ready, I say go. You guys storm, and I let go of all the kegs so you can see them. So that way they have no clue that they're there until we are already storming.
So why are we not just detonating the power room, though?
Because we need them to surrender, not be completely destroyed. And also, this whole thing is covered in like Therian Corp, not Therian Corp.
Yep. No, you were right.
Oh, in like Therian Corp stuff. So they're also working with them. So this ship staying intact is also proof of something even more important. Because Therian Corp is in Waterdeep, and if they're helping out with the helping.
Aren't we sponsored by Therian Corp?
No, you were going
No.
to be, but that got that plot hook. However, the school has a bunch of weapons that were given to them by Therian. They have a deal with.
Right. So if the main arms dealer for the school is also double dipping and giving the enemy more firearms, that's valuable information. Like,
Fine.
we can still blow up the ship a significant amount. I'm placing powder kegs at the mast so we can blow the tree-sized masts off.
I want
That's the
it
fun.
all.
Why not just take control of the helm room?
That's the second part of this. But the first objective is to slow them down enough so that way they will be inoperable for combat.
I will say there are definitely other rooms that you found that were locked. That's just like I mentioned that one in the direction of the cannons. It's a reasonable guess.
So are there like, is it like 6? Like they're the 6 collectibles for the level?
I mean, there would be
Hey, Goose.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
What happens if you put me in your little pocket space and then let me out in there?
I can't do that. My powers are limited.
The what?
My strength is limited here, and unfortunately it's like 4 leagues away from what we're currently standing at.
I say we
I
just
have
go
a
to the original
harpoon.
plan and try to open a door with you invisible.
If we have their keys, could we just keep the keys and not unlock it, and then they couldn't access their kegs either?
We have your keys. Surrender. If you want your keys back.
I mean, she's got a point there.
Oh
just play keep away.
no, even better.
I mean, if we
They're
can't
gonna
get
go for their
to it, they can't get to it either.
Exactly. So if we keep their keys and just head back to the ship, they're fire powerless.
Hey.
Are we sure that there's no actual like invisible kegs or anything like that? The cannons aren't preloaded.
I can see invisible objects. I can't see what they are, but I'll see that they're there. I
And you
didn't
didn't see anything?
I didn't see any invisible, like illusion-based magical blobs or anything. Did I?
No.
Okay. I could do another once over real quick, make sure there's nothing, and then. That's actually genius. Oh my god! I didn't think that they would be this like perfectly equipped for being sabotaged.
Way to go, Irina. I knew we kept you around for a reason.
That wasn't me.
It was me.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
thanks.
was the quiet one. The other quiet
They're
one.
both quiet ones.
I know.
I
I
should
said
have
the other.
realized it when she didn't tell you to get bent.
I know that's a good idea, but I still want to see some explosions.
By the we can still. We'll have a whole powder room after we capture them. But as a side note, Silvery, thank you for not telling me to get bent. But
You're welcome.
I'll do it. Get bent.
I appreciate you tolerating my face. It's a cute cat face, but like, I could see how someone could not tolerate it.
I don't.
The other thing I did forget was that he does have like these twisted horns on top of his head that like take the form of like elk or like almost like deer antlers, but like made out of like a weird crystally red material that matches the hue of his eyes.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna go see if there's any like firearm based like stuff or any like explosives that they could use if we go with this plan.
We need a gang name.
A gang name? Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, it could be like.
Wouldn't it be so much easier to just like go up to the deck and be like, "We're the denutters. Surrender or be denutted."
We called ourselves
Yes.
the Meteors before. Or I guess
Oh
you
my
guys
goodness.
called yourselves the Meteors before. I was definitely not there.
Well, yes, but that was more of a classroom thing. I'm looking like something that we could start using like globally.
I think we should
blast.
probably get our like a fleet name or like
We'll work on this while you go do the thing.
Goose's eyes are like really wide and like almost have some stars as if he's taking a page out of Silvery's book. Anyways, right, sorry. I'll go see if there's any more like explosives.
Okay.
And he'll go back invisible.
So Goose, you
Sneak.
and
I didn't notice that Bluebell left.
yeah. But yeah, as you sneak around, you kind of go and make another stealth check.
Advantage because invisible?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
One of these days, he's gonna say no.
One day he's just like, no, fuck your invisibility.
I think what I might start doing is instead of giving you advantage, I'll just change what essentially give other. Because like
I actually think that invisibility's specific effect is that it does that.
It does. Invisibility's specific effect is you're invisible, which basically means
Right.
you don't
Oh yeah.
make stealth check. But for like creatures that are like here, things I don't want to you off their capability. Well, actually, this time you're not. That's why I think.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, what was the stealth check?
That stealth check is a 25.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so you go back up to the cannon deck. Not the gunnery deck, the cannon deck. You go, you're heading straight to, like, the powder room? Is that what you're trying to get to?
No, I'm not looking for the powder room anymore at all. I am just...
Sorry.
I'm making sure there's no additional explosives and then checking to make
Right,
sure the
yeah.
door is actually like legitimately locked.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You look around, you don't find any more explosives. There are the weapons on the main deck, like on the top deck,
Mm-hmm.
that have do not require gunpowder. They're
Like
loaded and
ballistas or
they're
something?
more preps. Yeah, there are 2 ballistas. Nope, just 2 ballistas. I don't know what that other thing is supposed to be, but
It's a gun.
I think it's basically a massive. Oh, it's like a massive targeting reticle for the cannon.
Oh, gotcha. So to make sure none of the cannons are loaded, correct?
Trying to think which would be a less professional thing.
Leave them loaded, because then it wears down the bands, and so they have less.
Thank you. Yeah. Then they are loaded.
That's just from somebody who deals with firearms.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, they're loaded.
Okay. I don't know. How many cannons are there?
There are some.
And is the main one loaded?
There's 15 per broadside.
15, so 30 total?
30 total, yes. On the gunnery deck, and then the main cannon, is loaded as well. As you look at the main cannon, it's actually like to load the cannon is actually on the top, and there are 10 massive cannonballs, kind of like on racks to each side of the main deck, and then there is currently a cannonball with a bunch of basically there's just like a full keg of thunder powder shoved into the base of the cannon, which does look how it's supposed to be.
In my knowledge of Thunder Arms, with the fact that I have some, do I know if water causes any problems with the firing of these? Or liquids?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Woohoo! Okay, 16?
Okay. You would know that not really. If it was left in water for a significant amount of time, sure, but that's more because the self would start turning.
Gotcha.
But no, getting this wet does not affect its function.
That's a damn shame. I will, since I can, come back and let them know. Okay, so the cannons are
I will say, if you add anything to Thunder Powder, it does destabilize it and make it more likely to surge the wild magic.
Yeah, I don't want that, though.
Yeah.
I will come back and let them know, okay, the cannons are loaded, but they don't have any extra, powder. It's one shot only per cannon.
Okay.
You can probably survive that much.
Absinthe, I can't hear you.
So then all we have to do is just not get shot.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
They don't have any infantry based firearms. It's just the cannons. My thought is we could just sneak in and you and me, Absinthe, just start setting off cannons.
Misfire some cannons on accident.
Exactly. If you and me start just setting off cannons and go down the row, and then
our goal is to semi-disable the ship, right?
Yeah. But the cannons aren't.
That big cannon in the middle.
We can't turn that.
What do you think would happen if it got bigger and then shrunk?
I know where you're going with that, but I think that would just affect
As the
whole
DM
ship.
gives a concerned look at the monitor.
Yeah.
It's okay because we have double enlarge actually. Because I have enlarged and so does he. I don't know if that would. I think that would affect the ship too.
Well, exactly. It kind of really jack up the whole middle of the ship.
No,
but I don't think it would completely.
No, the whole ship would go big and then small because if I cast it on you, your innards don't rearrange, right?
Well,
they get bigger
but the
too.
cannon is a separate part of the ship.
It's attached.
It's fully built.
It's
Oh.
Yeah. However, if we enlarged one of their cannonballs.
Oh, if we enlarge one of the cannonballs inside of the cannon, it would completely obliterate the cannon inside of it.
That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me double check.
Their cannons would be useless.
We can't do that to all the cannons, though. We can do it to the big one. and then one more.
I could do it to one.
That's. I was including you as like the big one. Oh, duh.
Okay, so you're gonna go attempt that?
Is that the plan? Like,
If it sounds doable,
okay.
I haven't
Here.
been listening.
We should take the powder keg out first.
Sounds like a pan, man, or should I say cat?
Man is fine. I mean, he like kind of looks to his arms and stuff, and you notice his arms and legs are oddly disproportionate. When he's like when he stands up, they actually proportionize to like almost like a human's.
So are you
Legs?
using yours or am I using mine?
My thought is if you use yours on the cannonball, I can use mine on the keg, and we can blow that up from like the right underneath the mast. Because that allows us to do that without like getting into the powder room, because they have a powder in them, right? Like a
Cannonballs.
whole keg.
Mm.
It's like a whole keg sitting in the cannon. That's how they fire it.
Oh wait, sorry, no, that isn't a targeting reticle. It's a crane. It's a crane to load the cannon with. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
that's perfect. So
Wait, are you sure there's actually a cannonball in the cannon?
I would assume, because I checked, yes. Am I sure?
Yeah, I guess you could have like basically flown to the front and looked in the barrel. Yeah, there
He
is.
probably just went all the way into the barrel, like
And touched it, yeah.
Yep.
It.
That's a big
He's
cannonball.
He's been in it. Yes, there is definitely a cannonball in there. I can show you exactly where it is. You can actually see it from the front. It's kind of cool.
But the downside is, I think I have to go in there and touch it myself.
It's not touch, is it? I don't think it's not touch.
Large is
30 foot range.
30 foot
I'm looking
range.
at it. Yeah.
That is.
You don't have to touch it. Why did you?
I don't know. Normally I touch myself and I could.
Wait a second.
I'm gonna stop myself right there. Anywho,
That's an interesting comparison. I don't have to touch myself to get bigger.
oh my goodness.
Why are you biting me?
It's just on command. No.
so many things that just.
We'll
Anywho.
ignore that.
But I do have to see
Well, yeah, I can
the
open
big
it up.
cannon.
We can
So-
open up the cannon. I'll take the powder out, and then you.
Well, you could take the powder out, and I'll just go to the front because I can see it from there.
Yeah,
So you go that way, I'll go that way.
perfect. And
How,
I'll
what's the signal?
grab.
call?
No. I'll grab the bracelet. Yeah, hold this. I'm talking to Absinthe,
He puts it on like a headband.
and it like warbles a little bit. That's the signal.
Warble, warble, warble. Got it.
Yep. The rest of you, storm when you hear the big boom.
A very big boom.
It'll be like a.
And you guys have, I will say, Goose, that in order to get, or basically, the captain's quarters where you had like found the
keys.
the key box. So
Perfect.
like either through the captain's quarters or the like semi-divided room. That's connected.
Which one's
So Absinthe is
where
gonna
is the captain?
fly around to the
He's in
front of the
captain's
ship.
quarters.
Yeah, we should not go through the one with the. Can't we
Yeah.
fly around to the front of the ship and go in through like a window?
I mean, you two can.
I'm going like right to the very front of the ship to the front of the cannon.
No. You guys, yeah, the captain is up there. He's the only thing that moves on this ship right now.
Yeah. So
Why
the
don't we just?
cannon is actually long for you to be able to see the cannonball from the end of the, for 30 feet.
So I have to go
Cannon
in the
You would
cannon.
have to go in the cannon to see the cannonball from.
Like
Do
I said,
I don't know enough about firearms to know whether or not that's a good idea.
as he enters in, Goose from the headband will go, "Do not do it until I give you the signal."
Absinthe is going into the cannon.
As Goose, you're like on the other side of the cannon.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Would you say that would be a... My apologies, go ahead.
There is a large door that would close.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the outer keg behind that, basically.
Gotcha.
So but that large door is currently.
Okay, I will pull the keg out.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Shit.
Since you are small. In the same principle that a large creature has double carrying capacity. Imagining that a tiny creature, half carrying.
The cat is not enlarge reduce affected. It's standard sized compared to it
But
its
he's
normal
still
stat sheet.
considered small size.
Yeah, I might be misremembering the size of the picking up.
It's the cat is small. I am tiny.
Okay.
Because I'm the headband.
No, the stats you're using stay tiny.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Oh, my bad.
Yep.
Okay, that's my apologies. I
All
didn't
good.
mean
All
to.
good, yeah.
You're a small cat.
Teeny tiny cat.
It's a kitten. It's so cute.
Rosa-sized cat.
Sending you the link for verification. But yes. Yeah, so
Yes.
what's that strength check?
That strength check is going to be not fun. 13?
13. Okay, yeah. You kind of pull it out, and then as you're kind of pulling it out, it does kind of drop and on the floor a bit, but not enough to shake up the thunder.
Good.
Way.
It is invisible with me,
Yes.
attempting to carry it. Correct. Okay.
Yes, but the sound is not invisible. It does still kind of thud on.
Technically, the sound is invisible. It's just not audible, or it is just audible.
Never mind. The keg explodes.
Shit.
Oh, plot twist.
Great. I mean, I just lost a familiar and maybe shot Absinthe out of a cannon.
Oh god.
Absinthe just goes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Team Rocket
cannonball
style.
in that direction, so
That's fine.
he might not be hit by the explosion, but more cannonball. But yeah,
It's fine. It won't hurt him till it hits something else. Also, Absinthe, you're muted.
Just saying, it's just me and Goose at risk. No big deal.
yeah.
Not like it's
Goose can protect himself though.
You've managed to get this
Is it
invisible
round?
keg out of the cannon.
Yeah. What floor am I on?
You are on the cannon deck, which is kind of did I send that picture? It is basically there's this small deck that
Okay.
is up to the sky, and then there's stairs up to the aft castle, which has 2 layers, and then the forecastle, which is
What table are we in for that?
on the top. There's I didn't have time to put the bombard into the map, but I am gonna send you a picture of the ship layout.
Do you currently have one?
I'm getting one.
I only ask because I have one right here.
Okay, yeah. I just posted in table 0.
Gotcha.
Basically, yeah, so you see down, like, number 6, that's the deck you're on.
Yep. Oh, fun.
And then, the thing numbered 2, that's the 3 is the map.
3. So it's all the way on the top deck.
Yep. Well,
So
on the signal deck. The Fental Bridge deck is the...
Gotcha.
You have one flight of stairs to try to get this keg up.
Nice. Yeah. Can I attempt to, like, I'll relay to Absinthe. Give me a minute. I need to bring in some more friends. And I'll spend the minute to cast Flock of Familiars.
Okay, yeah. What components does that have?
It is from the headband of me,
Right, okay,
to
yeah.
clarify. But it is, as I switch spell things real quick. Hello, brain. Where are you? No, flock of. There it is. That is verbal and somatic.
Okay. Go ahead and make a...
Yep. Shouldn't be an issue. Nat 20.
Okay, yep. You take the time, you cast Block of Familiars, manage to move the keg.
That was to hide me casting Flock of Familiars.
Yeah, you have enough familiars that you
Oh,
can just
okay.
move the keg.
Okay, I understand now. Do I get a +1 for hiding verbal somatic or verbal
Oh, yeah,
things?
Yeah, you'll have
Hiding
a
while in a cannon.
you'll have a +1 to
Smuggling explosives.
to quietly use verbal components.
Okay.
Trying to hide verbal components.
Awesome.
As yeah.
Um,
So yeah, you get it. What are you just putting it next to the mast?
I will put it basically right next to if I can put it, yeah, I'll put it right next to number 3. That's the only
Yep.
mast, correct?
Yep. It's a single
And this
mast.
thing doesn't have any wings.
No, it does not have any fin.
Or yeah, fins, my bad. So I'll just put it directly, trying to see what else could be blown out of there. Yeah, I guess I'll just go for directly next to number
Okay, yeah.
3. I'll just keep a cat there and send the rest to assist with the like behind team, the
Okay, yeah,
coming
so
in
you
from the rear.
Yeah, send them back down
Yeah.
to ship, to the dinghy, and
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Warble. Warbling
apps.
It is warbling on you. You might be muted. Oh, I know what he's doing. Hold on. He's doing. I think he's setting up a song. Is what he's doing. I'm waiting for it. I can hear it in the other room. You're muted, Bob.
My apologies.
And for the record, I will oblige by making it into like a little record player on his forehead
Okay.
for this music. 3, 2, 1.
What, you want me to actually play that? I don't think we can.
No, probably not.
Oh. Kiara's like, please don't demonetize me. I think there's a certain amount that you can play.
10 seconds is all you can play.
10 second.
Yeah.
I will count.
I mean, sure, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I am so lost now.
You can play the music for a little bit.
For 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Less than 10.
Okay, stop.
As,
It's Black Betty.
Yeah, you
Nah.
cast Enlarge on the cannonball.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And I will proceed
As-
to.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I will go ahead and say that for future reference, you cannot cast Enlarge on a vehicle or a building. So objects. This is just small enough to qualify as an object in my mind. You cast Enlarge. It begins to grow and the metal around you creak. Goose, what were you saying?
At that same time, I will proceed to cast or I'll go up enough so I'm like still within range to throw the spell, but I'm going to it is 30 feet, so I'll go 30 feet up and cast or I'll use Produce Flame to throw fire down onto the keg next to the mast.
Yeah, so you just go up and then
Yep.
throw fire down at.
Mhm.
Did you enlarge the keg?
What'd you say?
Did you enlarge the keg?
I did not.
I thought that was the plan.
It's just intended to. I forgot to enlarge the keg.
Yeah.
But
You like
It's
release the
fine.
fire and then you're like, fuck. As it goes down.
wait, can I try?
Try to catch your fire.
No, because there's only a certain number of spells you can cast in case of how
Can I cast another cantrip?
Oh, just let it roll, Josh.
Yes, I think you can.
Can I cast Control Flame to stop the fire?
I mean, it's round table DMing. Personally, I would allow it. As long as no one has any objections, then I'd allow I'd say against your own spell safety.
Shit. Okay.
Because you were trying to make this fire potent, right? That's the point.
Yeah.
But then you realize that oops. So
Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay. So just attack towards my DC.
Initiative. check.
Initiative.
Yeah. You can react fast enough.
Meets it, beats it is how it works, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the funny thing is my DC is, if I'm not mistaken, 18. No, it's 15, not 18.
Okay.
But I rolled I mistook. I rolled a 15, but I do have plus to that. So
Yeah.
woot. I thought I just barely made it. I was like,
Yeah.
It hits the
Yeah.
keg, but I just go, nope.
As you manage to grab the fire, that does make a simultaneous act stagger a little bit. Finishing off Absinthe in the cannon, this
Run.
cannonball rapidly expanding would, well, significantly, cause issues with the cannon. I am out of plot points, but I would suggest that it would likely, cause things to, shatter, since it's such a fast reaction, and probably cause shrapnel. Somebody else wants to use a plot point to...
I shall use a plot point for that.
If you'd like, Lopan, yeah.
I'll go ahead and use that then.
Yeah, so, like, as the cannon is kind of stretching and whatnot, would you like to describe that, Mofan?
So they're at the cannon, right?
Yeah,
They're
he's
in the cannon.
He's in the cannon.
So the heat causing the metal to stretch and then him stopping it causes
No.
the...
No.
It wasn't the
he's just-
heat.
He rapidly made the cannon... he just used a spell to make the cannonball rapidly expand inside the
So
cannon.
now it's twice the size of what it's supposed to be.
in the same cannon.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no cannon. There's no powder in it though.
Not enough.
Okay.
Because that's what
So-
I did. I removed it.
It kind of... Okay, so as the cannonball is expanding,
Mhm.
the back of... You can see the back of the cannon start to widen a little. Doing so, you know you're going to need a lot more gunpowder than what you originally had.
Well, yeah,
We don't want-
They're not
Oh,
trying to
okay.
fire off the cannon,
Oh,
right? So like they're damaging the cannon, right?
Oh.
And the fact that Absinthe is in the cannon he's trying to damage is putting him potentially at harm's way. That was my thought behind the plot.
Mhm.
yeah, I guess I
use
got
it.
lost there for a little.
That's
I
okay.
You're
told you that he was in the cannon.
Yeah. So-
So I was
So
attempting
you doubled the
to,
size to be exact, right?
We doubled the size of the cannonball.
Okay, how
But
close
not the
was
cannon.
he with?
And
How
he's
close was Absent to the cannonball?
30 feet.
30 feet.
Okay. As the cannonball is expanding, pieces of it in the cannon are shot out of the cannon towards him.
Yeah, just kind of breaks down and then some shrapnel.
Yes.
That sounds to me like a dex save, if you agree, Mofan.
Sounds like a deck save to me too.
Works.
Go ahead, Absinthe.
What kind of damage is this? Like
that
either
is
bludgeoning?
Yeah, it will be bludgeoning.
so that is a critical fail.
Oh!
Don't you have evasion?
I do, so it does half the damage, but it is still a critical fail.
Yeah. Do you have any creative ideas on how you are critically failing this? Oh wait, actually, before that, Sillery, you would get to add a complication to the cannon ball breaking into shrapnel flying toward Absinthe.
So I am resistance too.
What's the first thing to come to you?
I don't know.
Intrusive thoughts, go!
Did maybe a large piece of shrapnel? I don't know. Maybe
It
part
could-
of the
Yeah.
maybe part of the cannon actually breaks off with it and comes flying at him.
Yeah, and like running with that, like maybe like with the nat 1, he gets like carried with the shrapnel like out
Yeah.
of the cannon.
Oh,
Like out of the
cool.
front of the cannon and like potentially yeah. Yeah, so as this, like, large object is carrying you, Absinthe, with that nat 1, you could perhaps maybe suggested, like, it carries you out into the, out of the air envelope of the ship. What do you think about that? For, like, a nat?
Shit.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. And
You can't
half
fly.
damage from I'm doing a large object collision is my thought. So that's oof. That's
How much does Absinthe weigh?
okay, so that is 14 points of damage.
Alrighty.
That's it already happened.
And just so I'm not confusing more, we're still on that little section down below, right?
Yes, you guys are still on a dinghy, ready to get onto the balcony. Absinthe, you are flung out into the ethereal plane, out of the air envelope. Are you you're still conscious?
Absinthe
I am still conscious.
Absinthe did make a good point. He was gonna try and use his bonus action on the same turn to dash out.
I kept trying to say it, but everybody kept talking over me.
Oh yeah, my bad.
So he would have been able to get out.
But it's okay. I'm currently outside of the RL envelope.
Okay, yeah. If that, as long as you're still having fun with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, and then so as that happens, Goose, you now cast Enlarge Reduce and then set off the keg. Actually, Goose, that's actually pertinent.
Goose needs to make Constitution.
Well.
I'm attached to him.
Con save is a great idea.
Woot woot. That is, where is it? That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, then you would take 14. That's half.
14. And then it would be halved because I'm resistant, so that's 7.
Okay, yeah.
Would this make any sound or not?
Probably.
I mean, yeah, you hear like a ting as the metal like breaks, and it would probably make a pretty loud like screeching and clanging as this metal breaks apart and explodes.
I will then the second thing I wanted to do, or the thing I wanted to do, because I have Mayhem is my familiar, and then I'm with Absinthe. Can I use Mage Hand to cart us back into the envelope like I've done in the past to fly in the vacuum?
I'm gonna say that
the two tiny creatures have done it before.
Yeah. I mean, you can. As I'm gonna say that, like, at this point, however, I think initiative would trigger. Because you had not done that simultaneous. So I'm gonna say at this point, let's go ahead and roll initiative. So
would the keg going off happen? Or no, because I simultaneously stopped.
Yeah.
So he just flies out and he sees me like, oh shit, like trying to pull the fire back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or sees Mayhem, for the record.
Yes.
Mofan did say that they wanted to see explosions, damn it.
Okay, anyone above 20?
Oh, I forgot to roll. Nope.
Okay, above 15. Above 10.
Does that include us outside the ship?
My bad, I was
That
muted
is
again.
everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
Everyone needs to.
I got it too.
I
Oh,
got
no.
an
Absinthe, what did you say yours?
17.
17?
Nice.
Okay, what's your dex mod?
+5.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else above 15?
I did. It was a unnatural. I can't talk. Unnatural 20.
Okay, what's your dex mod?
Fucking nice.
+3.
Okay, so that's 43.
If something goes before her,
Okay.
I have questions.
Above 10?
I have a 14.
14 for Goose. Above 5?
I am exactly 5 with the plus dexterity.
Oh boy.
Thank you. And Irina, what are you?
I'm a 2.
Is that after you've added your dex mod?
No. I'm also exactly a 5.
Okay, Mofans, what is your dex mod?
A +3.
Okay, you guys have
Oh,
the
wow.
same initiative. Okay, go ahead.
Rollies.
You two roll again. Mofan and Irina.
11.
Nice.
Well, 11, so 14.
And Mofan?
18.
Okay, so Mofan's going first. Okay, Sillery is your turn.
Okay.
I'm
So I
no.
first gotta get on the deck, right? So I guess I'm gonna make my way up there. I don't. How far is it from where I'm at though? Because they entered below deck, didn't they?
Yeah, we did.
Yes. So-
They do, for the record, have 5 cats helping them.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So I'm gonna make my way up onto the deck after hearing the noise. And what do I see first? I guess. Can I-
Small flame extinguishing.
Okay, yeah. So you go up onto the deck, and there is kind of this flame being extinguished, and you see there are. I'm gonna imagine the cat ladder would have to kind of go straight up, so you'd be
Yep.
deck. Fentail deck, not fent drugs.
The fentanyl deck.
The-
Fuck
Well
yeah.
then.
Fantail, that's what it is. Ah, that makes sense. The Fantail deck, tail deck. You,
Tail.
up there are 2 ballistas. And it is, like, going just above the deck would be, like, the bottom... It's a triangle sail. And there's a bottom beam, and that goes, like, just above the head of and below you is the signal deck where you see a crane, and there are staircases down to that signal.
Is that where Goose is?
Yes. Goose is currently flying like 30 feet above deck. So like just in front of you, kind of just next to the sail and the mast, you see Goose flying there, like just going, like pulling back this flame as it's beginning.
Okay. Are there any enemies or?
Not that you can see. You can use
Oh,
a bonus
no.
action to make a perception check if you would like.
I did verbally tell them where the captain was,
Yes. Captain,
whether they remember or not.
presumably down.
Okay. Yeah. I'll use a perception to see if there's any enemies.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
21.
Okay, yeah. So there are no active enemies. You do, however, see next to both of the ballistas there are 3 piles of bones, or like a large pile of bones with 3 skulls on top, and there is an urn next to it, so that there's 2 of those by each, like 1 by each. So there's 6 skulls all, and 2 urns.
Okay. I'm just gonna ready my weapon in case, because they made a loud noise.
Rumble,
Okay,
rumble.
so they're holding an action of some kind. What will you do if something happens, right? So like, what are you waiting for to happen?
Just in case we get attacked, I'm gonna defend, like myself.
So if you get attacked, you're going to attempt to block the attack, or you're going to attack?
Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to block.
Okay.
You can also fight defensively
So,
as a free action.
Yes, you will. You switch to the defensive stance. I will say you have another turn immediately after this because you got a nat 20.
Also take the dodge action.
So,
Yep.
Basically you have like going defensive on this turn is only valuable if you think an enemy got a nat 20.
Oh, I see. Well, nothing's like you said, I don't see any enemies, right? So, like, I'm not even sure if anyone's gonna attack.
Yeah, you just see those piles of bones.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna take my defensive stance just to be safe.
You have 2 turns, so you can
Oh.
do that on your second turn. And
Oh.
going defensive, if I'm not mistaken, is a free action. But you could also dodge as the action for your second turn. That way you get a full turn, and then you also do the max for defense. So you could
Okay.
actually, like, theoretically dash or something like that if you wanted to, like, to get further into the ship,
You could.
and
Yeah.
then defense.
Can I do that? Can I move closer towards Goose and them if possible? I mean, they're flying, but just like in their general direction.
Yeah,
You
you-
see Goose. Sorry.
You move up to the front of the fantail deck, like the highest of the aft castle. Like in front of you, like 5 feet in front of you is the mast itself. There are staircases on either side going down from the deck. If you go near the staircases.
Goose, like, right there, like the 30 feet up from the mast.
You're like 30 feet up.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you are. Goose is 20 foot above you.
Right.
Okay. Obviously, can I have another action, right?
Set off the powder keg.
Yeah, so you moved forward. You have spent your movement and bonus action for this. Then it's actually Handkerchief Hem as she. Well.
Okay.
I am, however, going to switch my initiative with Irina because I am a tactician. No.
Oh, sick.
So Irina,
That's cool.
you have a turn now. You're in the surprise room.
She did get to do her dodge and
Because
Thing,
there are
correct?
2 people in the surprise round, right? Like
Mhm.
the nat 20 just
Oh,
means you
understood.
get a turn in the surprise round.
Gotcha.
So
My
we have to
apologies.
get through that round, and then we'll get the first actual. So Irina, it's your turn.
Yep.
So, Absinthe and Goose are, like, are they under control or no?
You don't know. I don't think.
Oh.
There is a ladder of cats going to the top deck, or you can go into the split room of the captain's quarters and a different.
I'll go up the ladder of cats.
Okay, yeah. You are on the fantail deck as well. There's the just as Hillary.
Whoa, cat
Yeah.
ladder, family.
You still have a action and a bonus action.
Am I already near Celery?
She is kind of at the front of this, of this raised.
I'd like to get closer to Celery.
Yeah, you go up and you move next to Celery. You can now look down and you see the crane below you with the cannon below that with the cannonball.
Did you see the cannon that's like obliterated down there?
Cannon that is like Looney Tunes broken open out there.
Sick.
And in the distance, you can see a small fairy floating in space.
Wearing a headband that's doing a warble dance. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do to help them. I have a harpoon gun, but that'll just make it worse.
You motherfucker! I told you to stay safe! Phew!
You could reel them back in.
I'll take your body too.
Oh no. Impales him to bring him back. Like, get over here. That'd be like getting hit with a tree trunk for Absinthe, because like he's tiny. So messed up.
Yeah, I guess I just get ready because I don't see anything either.
Switch
Okay,
defensive
so
stance and
you're-
dodge.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, first it's, so yeah, you both spend your action at the beginning, your turns at the beginning of second round, defensive stance and dodging. Are you guys staying on the, fantail deck? Or are you gonna move? Because you can do that and still move.
Doesn't seem to be anywhere else that's really needed for us to go, and this way I can still keep an eye on the idiots.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at too.
Who are the idiots?
Hi.
Absinthe and Goose.
Oh, makes sense.
Honestly, agree.
I'm gonna kindly make you feel like that statement should be reversed here in a minute.
Okay?
But
Won't be kindly.
as, yes, so you guys are, you guys are doing that, right? And then we go to initiative 20. Which point you hear a deep sound. A rumbling, almost. But a rumbling with intent, as if it is language. But it sounds almost like fire mixed with a rumbling, rushing, rapping, whipping, howling. Does anyone know
probably
Primordial
fine.
by chance? Language Primordial?
I
Not
do.
Goose? Not No, Mofan doesn't know it.
Wait, Goose, you know Primordial?
I believe so.
Okay. As you hear, this. Adar, great star of darkness, hunger, and death. Raise my crew to eat once more. Bone around you.
If you don't mind,
As-
which primordial language is this?
It's just general primordial.
Pure primordial.
It's pure primordial. It is the core language that all of them split off from.
Okay.
So like, it's the Latin to French and Spanish. As the places, the urns begin to glow red. As
I
then
swear I'm not doing this.
coming out of the urns, as they kind of like open up, bodies come out. They form from this mist into general shapes. As these shapes reach down and grab their own skulls, placing them to their heads as the bones come formed as well. As these spectral crew members, their skeletons within, look at
Can I cast counter spell?
Sure.
Just to double check myself. See. I attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell fails and has no effect. Casting a spell of 4th level or higher, I make an ability check using my spellcasting ability. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
You need to do that.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dang.
You cast out the magic.
Is it level 30?
As you are casting, you how are you casting? Describe
This
the casting.
right. The like tendril or the band that is around Absence's head just like shifts and like expands out in like a strange runic, like almost like a sun hat on top of Absinthe, and forms the runes, and they flare with that like crimson red. And eye essentially on top of Absence's head opens up to like stare at the or like stare down the like arcane web that's happening there, and it just lashes out in the form of like tendrils to rip apart the magical webbing that's beginning to pull these things together.
As you do that, the magic flashes. Something's off.
Fuck yeah.
This isn't simply a spell. It's something more. It's something more woven, more deeply knit.
So's mine.
This is in fact a magical item.
Damn.
However, your magic does conflict, and you feel your magic grab and then rip apart its way. As the first spectral crew member is looking directly at you, Irina. A spectral cutlass coming into its hand. Another one is picking up its skull, as then skull drops through its hand. The bones become clear as the ghost around it fades away and disappears, as then the bones clatter around. As Goose, you have counterspelled this magic item. However, you know that magic has not been... You have staved off. Have not.
Gotcha. So I like to think that like just if I can do a little bit of flare onto the one that Irina sees, like the skull, like it lashes out and she does like behind the ones that like or like around like next to the ones that like do get affected by the lashing out of this. The eye opens up and she like the pure crimson eye, and then it's filled with like the blue that is familiar to her for reasons that she knows, and it just lashes out, like I said, with the tendrils and just essentially tears the magical essence asunder. And then subsides. Absinthe, I can hear the music you have for like a TikTok or something, and it's just so creepy to hear out of nowhere in the background.
Yeah. As yes. You.
I did it. I win, guys. I killed them all.
You
I
did
get
it
all-
without Nova had seen a thing.
Temporarily.
They have all collapsed down the ground.
I get all
it
the XP.
would now be Absinthe, it's your turn. As you are in the astral or the ethereal plane, you're drifting in this sea of nothingness outside of the envelope. Your wings do not find any purchase.
Wings. Yeah.
How far out am I?
You are kind of like, I'm gonna say that you I think it would be fun if you hit at like kind of a relative speed. So you are currently you kind of felt the air envelope leave about 30 feet back.
So 30 feet past the envelope.
You're 30 foot past the envelope. The dissolving river of phlogiston swirling below you. You're not exactly drifting.
How long typically is a length of hempen rope?
50 foot.
So if I tied some hempen rope to my ferry bolt and threw it at the ship to lodge it into the ship and pull myself in.
Well, I mean,
And then movement?
yeah, the problem with that is you're just you have nothing to press yourself against. So you can't really throw something. Function. Right?
I have a gun.
You do have a gun?
I can lodge it into the end of the gun.
Oh my
You're trying to
god.
put the ferry bolt into the gun like it's a bullet.
But the ferry bolt does automatically adjust to the size of what I'm firing.
But it's not a.
It's
just.
I
I would say
okay.
very
fair.
grappling hook.
It would adjust to the rope does not adjust.
Yeah.
Is he like floating?
I just needed to stick out the barrel far enough for me to tie it to it.
I mean, I'll allow the attempt. Yeah, sure. I don't.
I mean, I feel
don't
like
see
it
any
would be
reason
at a
not to.
massive disadvantage to try. I mean,
Yeah,
the ship's
no, it
pretty
would definitely be
big, but
disadvantage to fire it because you're trying to fire an arrow out of a gun.
Can I try and help him?
Wouldn't it push him back as well?
If he's like floating like in space, couldn't he shoot his gun and then have the impact push him backwards into the ship?
He doesn't know that.
That is potentially an option. However, that is metagaming, as like he needs to think of his own solution.
I have no idea how the outside the air envelope works.
Even though you're in college
so
for
you
space. But
well, yeah, but you left it before you actually learned anything.
Absinthe also spent like a month drunk before he ended up on this voyage, so...
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Alright.
He's about to learn it, though, maybe.
Depends on how drunk
so
he is,
you-
maybe.
You kind of you load it in. That has been done.
We'll fire it at disadvantage.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's something that I can do, but I already burned a key point. Well, I burned a key point earlier to make the gun a monk weapon.
So he's proficient. So you would luckily be proficient with the gun.
Yes. True.
Can I help him to give him advantage?
How? You
don't
can't.
By
there's-
using my adhesive to bind the rope to the bolt.
You are adhesive. Don't have.
Yes. Correct. I will wrap myself around the bolts and then I'll hold the rope.
Okay.
I mean,
That's your
really,
weak
at that point, all I
form?
need to do is get him into the air envelope.
Yeah, at this point, you are putting yourself on a bullet.
Is it
Yeah,
a
that
bullet or
can
is it a
really
bolt in
hurt
the
you.
barrel?
Well, it's a bolt in the barrel, but like the idea is to fire it out like a bullet, right?
Yeah. Can I wrap myself around, like, not over the point, but like...
I mean, essentially, what we have right now is a redneck rigged spear
Yeah,
gun.
I will say this is the equivalent of like trying to hold on to a harpoon as it's fired out of the harpoon gun, right?
But I'm also super glued to the harpoon.
That is true. You're definitely gonna have to make a con save to not take damage from it, though.
Yep, I'm
would
down.
at least say. Okay.
I'm
I-
absolutely down.
I feel like the con save would be to not pass out from the G-force.
I mean, that is also fair. It can be kind of a dual effect. Kind of like when you get poisoned and take poison damage from failing a save. We can do that.
So as I try loading this ferry bolt into the gun and I get Goose like attached with the rope, I accidentally fire it up instead of towards the ship.
No.
Wait, what? Did you
get
roll-
Nat 1?
That is my
With-
third nat
Wait,
1.
Did you roll a
tonight.
disadvantage?
I did.
Because you shouldn't have. I'm helping you.
Oh,
Or
Yeah.
that was the
Oh.
attempt, was to
Yeah,
make it
you
an
don't-
even roll.
Yeah, it's
okay,
it's
so that's an
even roll.
11.
Okay. That I mean, what's the
But I'm gonna burn
okay. Yeah.
3 key points
Yeah.
for focused aim to increase that by 6. So 17. Now, I am almost out of key points already, and I haven't done anything but try to save myself. This is what happens when absinthe doesn't get alcohol before
Okay, if you
shenanigans.
guys want to look at the Spelljammer roll 20, I finally have the map up.
Sick.
Is that different from the regular one, or?
It is the Spelljammer one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
He may need a link to it.
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm just picturing Mission Impossible music. Din 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 din
Yeah, so,
din.
what did the key point usage do again?
It increased that to 17.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you fire it off and it's careening towards it. However, Goose, go ahead and make that Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Can I get a link to the Spelljammer thing?
As I just
Yeah,
picture
I'm working on it.
flying through going, wee! You know that R2-D2 sound?
Yeah.
No, you
Oh,
hear nothing
no.
because I'm in a vacuum. That's a saving throw?
So actually, the ethereal plane is not a vacuum. It's just
Oh,
funky.
okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have like air resistance and stuff like that, but you find that you have no need.
Gotcha.
You have no difficulty in it.
I'm gonna rocket forward at the speed of a bullet with. You said it's a save, correct?
Yes. Is a saving throw.
Rolled a 24.
Alrighty then.
Dun, 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 dun. Wait. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. As the rest of the cats on the back of the ship are just like meow, meow,
Sorry,
meow,
what,
meow.
what was the con?
Sorry. 24.
Okay, yeah, so you'll take half damage and you will not fall unconscious. Absinthe, go ahead and roll damage. This would be the damage of the gun, so,
What kind of damage is this?
It's piercing.
Piercing.
Because it's gun. The gun hitting.
Gotcha. Okay. I was just curious because I'm not like on the point of it. If it would be different.
Slashing, then I guess it's not really bludgeoning.
It's like tearing damage.
Yeah, exactly. And there's not really
It's
an equivalent.
slashing's
You take
fair.
Psychic damage. Yes.
Oh. I'm actually immune to psychic damage. No. I'm kidding.
How much damage is that from what's the gun's damage for Absinthe?
Force damage would also make sense.
But you said
That's
horse.
fair. Horse damage.
That counts as bludgeoning, right? Yeah, that works. Of course, Absinthe suggests one that I'm not like resistant to.
I mean, it's the one that makes the closest amount of sense.
I know it is
Yeah.
It's entirely fair. I'm just giving you shit.
I mean,
As Goose does.
Okay.
it's called G-force for a reason.
Can you guys see that properly?
Which one?
The
map?
screen I'm sharing.
Yes.
I can, yes. I was actually
Okay.
looking at it previously, but perfect.
So what am I rolling for damage?
Rather than like giving the link to.
Oh, right. He doesn't have the gun damage.
Exactly. You need to
Yes.
tell him what that is.
My apologies. I had a brain fart there.
Okay.
We'll just roll 4d20 for the damage.
No.
Oh, it's fine. I've been rolling that ones all night.
That doesn't make me feel better. Fuck. I don't have the. I think they were like a D8 or something. I apologize. I'm gonna have to look them up on the actual. They're just belt pistols.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't realize I didn't have the actual like damage for those.
It's in dad content, right?
It is. It's in that book. We'll copy
Dreams
it.
and Drake. Is it the Dreams and Drake's handbook?
Yeah, it's in the Dreams and Drake's handbook.
Okay, I'll press that button. Table of contents, weapons, page 88. Nope. Scroll down further.
Irina, what chess piece?
Is the
Belt pistol is a die 10.
Belt pistol is a die 10, yes.
is the knight taken?
Nothing was taken yet.
Oh, okay. I am so smart.
I just
Wait, armor? What?
nothing. No arm. What? Nothing about armor.
Yes,
going
he does for the diagram.
on.
Chest. Not
Oh,
chest.
oh, duh.
Okay.
So is that pistol with or without my dex?
It'd be with.
That is a total of 14 force damage.
Wait, do you add your dex to the damage? I thought that was just a hit.
No, You add dex to damage. No,
Because the
It's
weapon
on-
doesn't.
no, on your on hand, it's the same as any other attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
My apologies.
All good. All good.
Ouch.
Yeah, so what's that damage?
14.
So halved.
Everybody
7.
just write what chess piece you want in table 0.
Oh, okay.
Do I have to since mine's already?
No. It's,
Okay, cool.
yeah. Goose, you take that damage.
Ouch.
As,
Oh no, my temp HP.
It's broken.
As, yeah, you guys are going. It is now, yeah, Absinthe, you fired that rope, and it does, head towards the ship as you head in the opposite direction, because physics, or actually, no, that would only happen if you're doing it you start spinning, because you didn't intentionally try to put the gun over your paths, so you just start spinning,
Nice.
and yes, as Goose, you do fly, and you fly into the air envelope.
Sick.
Their turn.
I like to imagine that Irina and Celery are just watching this take place.
Yeah.
They're like,
And it's
what?
just hearing stuff
the
from up down below.
As they can, yes, they can.
Nuh-uh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they can't.
So
I like to think that the Top Gun song plays as I fly through the envelope.
You haven't even made it through one of those movies.
That's not true. I've made it through the same one at least like halfway twice, so it equals out to one.
No, you
No.
missed the last dogfight.
It's not my problem.
You missed like part of
Yeah.
the best part.
So, yeah. So the Goose, you look down to the cannon deck, and near the shattered cannon, a swirling red and purple head and then torso pass through the deck of the ship. Look around. They look up and see you, Goose. And then they see Celery and Irina on the fantail deck.
You mean like the cat
The
me?
cat, yeah. They see
Okay. Mayhem.
Mayhem. As then the spectral face sneers. Notably, it's without its bonus. As it
Captain?
goes back below deck.
Jeez.
Goose's horns will like creak into like a devilish pair of horns, and he'll just smile at him.
Okay. As
Or Mayhem's, my bad.
yes.
Currently, his eyes are blue and flickering with
Goose,
fire.
it is now your turn.
Yay!
What piece do you want from Mayhem?
Mayhem will be the pawn.
Okay.
I think that's fitting.
Damn.
He's not. It's not that he's the like. It's not that he's like weak or anything. They're actually the most vital piece in chess.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna mark.
I guess, yeah.
Goose, I'm gonna mark all of your pieces with a red dot.
Okay. That's fine.
And I'm also gonna place the swarm. Oh.
The cat swarm?
Yeah, the cat swarm is slightly bigger, but it's also.
Okay, that's fine.
What do you
I
do?
love that.
The keg's still there, right? Oh,
It
Jesus.
is. Yes, it is.
The keg will, I will, enlarge the keg.
Okay.
What is the circles
yeah,
around them?
It grows. That's the average movement speed.
Gotcha. He has 60-foot movement speed. As a side note.
Then the yellow is your,
Got
your normal.
my apologies. So that is enlarged, and then am I able to do the cantrip produce flame to set it off? Or wait, no. I see Silry and them there, right? Like right next to it,
Yes.
basically.
Or right next to the
as
keg.
As it grows,
Yeah.
it grows to like a 10-foot barrel, and it is now, much closer to Silry and Irina.
Can I hold an action to cast the cantrip and speak to them as a free action?
Yes.
Get back.
Okay.
That's
And-
all he says. With the he's like turns to you and is you're normally used to like seeing the blue or the like crimson red irises of Goose. You see this like form has red or not red blue irises with like a different pupil, and there's like a lick of fire like off of the pupils, but not like out of the eye itself.
Okay.
But he looks and is ready, like holding the fire to like blast down into the keg if they move. I would say outside of 30 feet is outside of 30 feet from it.
Yeah.
Is Goose, because that was mayhem? Does Goose his own turn or his own actions get to or am I attached to the ship yet, or just in the envelope?
You are just in the air envelope. You would be
Gotcha.
another so if you're 50 foot now, then it is the length of the ship, which is... Okay, so you are 120 foot away.
120 feet.
Yes, because the air envelope
Sick.
is the length of the ship. The
And
front and behind.
is Absinthe fastened or like holding on, like able to? Is he held onto the end of the rope?
Yeah, he's spinning.
Okay.
He's held on.
I'll begin to pull him in. As I'll use my action and bonus action, or sorry, my action to dash and my movement to also like pull him a total of.
So you pulling someone
Yeah.
makes you move at half speed.
Yep. Hence why I'm dashing.
So you're getting 60 foot.
That'd be 30 feet.
No, because you're dashing, right? Oh,
Yeah.
You only move 30 foot. All right.
I personally can only move 30 feet. The cats
Okay,
can
yeah.
move 60.
Oh,
yes.
do you have a fly speed?
I do. As a
yeah.
genie.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. You pull him.
But only ever used it one
Oh.
time, but this
So
is
yeah,
perfect.
That's as that would get 30 foot. Absinthe, you are now in the air envelope. You can fly again. Your wings hit air.
I'm hoping that as my free action, I'll yell, I pulled you in, now you pull me there. That's my, I'll, if I can, go into defensive.
Yep. Mofan, it is your turn. You are still on the dinghy. You can choose to either go into the captain's quarters or
I've already chose
Top
captain quarters. I'm
Going
gonna.
in the captain's quarters. What
I'm
chess
going-
piece are you?
I said the queen.
Queen, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for the reminder.
As soon as will the captain see me if I go in right away?
You kind of, I mean, you look into the captain's quarters, and it does not appear that the captain's in there.
Oh,
Get bent, Cap.
okay.
Time for me to speed bag a captain.
Well, I go in there, and I'll wait to see where you put me.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I've moved you 15 foot into the captain's quarters. Down here.
And I will be using an action to actually go into to hide.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of get up against the accordion blind and go ahead and make a stealth check. Are you doing that as a bonus action since you're a rogue?
Yes.
Make a stealth check.
Nat 20.
Alright, yeah. Then you are, you know, as you are kind of like going, you're like pressing to stealth. And as you like press up against the, lines, or the accordion screen, your foot taps something. You look down, you see a pile of bones. A pile of bones with a sigil at the forehead. Captain's Court. That's the critical success.
Okay.
Have found the captain's. Where are you going? What are you doing? You still have 10 foot of movement and an.
Actual unhide me, won't it?
No, not necessarily.
I just want to kick the bones like apart from each other.
Yeah, you kind of like scatter them a bit.
And then I guess I'll move my additional 10 feet away from the bones.
Sure. Yeah. As yes, you scatter the bones around the room. And now it's my turn. Your scarf, Irina. The scarf turns from a scarf into great coat with kind of like a high collar that it like closes in the front, and it's kind of double-breasted. The closure goes alongside with a lot of buttons. It's a deep like charcoal gray with like purple like piping. The buttons are like a metallic, pale, not like a pastel, but more like a slightly purple or pink, almost lavender, but they're metallic. As the collar also kind of like comes up behind the head a bit. Then itchy. No. However, it is still flexible.
Thank you.
But of course. Have to look fashionable in the face of death. As, yes, it would now be Hillary.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna move, obviously, because he just enlarged that that barrel. My movement speed is only 30 feet, so I guess I'll use my movement speed and then the dash action to keep moving.
I mean, yeah, if you're just moving straight away from the only way you can move is away from the barrel, which is only 25 foot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'm just gonna move away from it, and then, are there? Because I know he used the magic before to get rid of some of the skeletons. Did he get rid of all of them, or are there still some that are raised up?
They're all gone.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna, because I don't see anything. Let me actually. Yeah, I think because I don't really see anything, so I think I'm just gonna take another defensive stance. And maybe because I saw the captain, I'm gonna maybe just make a defensive stance in the direction he went, just to be
Okay, yeah.
safe.
Sure, yeah.
Keep an action eye out for it.
Yep, dodge action and defensive. Okay, Irina.
Yep.
I also move. I'll go with Celery.
Yeah. Back as well.
And are there any bones on the ground still around us?
There are. Yes, there are still the pile of bones. They're slightly more scattered now.
Yeah, I just start breaking bones.
Okay, yeah. So you move over to one of the catapults.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, go ahead and make an attack.
3.
Yeah. So you just are kind of kicking at the bones. You kind of crack one of the crunch some of the finger bones under your foot. Other than that, not a lot. Then, sorry.
Would I have a bonus to the not proficiency, whatever.
You would have a bonus action.
No, I was thinking of a modifier adding thing.
Yeah, I mean, you would be adding your strength modifier to that unarmed attack.
Okay, no, that's the same. Sorry.
Yeah, as you're doing so, you hear that language, that
no.
speech once again, and
I didn't do it.
The urn begins to glow red again as these red spirits come out again, animate corpses.
Oops.
Do you have another dispel magic you can do? Goose? Goose, you there?
I was muted. I apologize. The first thing I was trying to ask if that triggered my held action when they moved outside of 30 feet. Or if they moved outside of 30 feet.
Sorry, my bad. Yes, it would.
So
as you're moving, as you're crushing these bones, yes, you pass the fire and
detonate ignition.
As yes, you hit it as it catches a fire and then it explodes in this nova as multicolored magic, pure magic, explodes outwards in a sphere, and then the fire color that you added quickly catches up with it as it becomes a star. Just a moment.
Oh, fuck yes!
Away, and the mast just starts falling. You have created a
void.
A complete hole in that section.
Nice.
Whoa, oh! I just realized something. Would direct yourselves to the map. Okay, here.
Yep.
Right above there, right there,
Right where?
No.
Oh no!
God.
Right here is the powder room.
Oh, so much for not blowing it all up.
The store ignites, and then more novas start happening.
Down below.
Eyes. As these novas happen, yes, below, but the nova spreads out. Also,
Oh god.
fire,
And I like
Someone-
right below
as
it too.
then Fire
Yeah,
starts
someone's
coming.
below deck.
Everyone needs to make a dex saving. As
Oh,
you have set up the
no.
powder room of a ship, which affects every creature and object on that ship.
Holy
I feel
shit.
like this will
how-
especially throw off Mofan since he didn't even see the explosion.
So,
Yeah, as like Mofan,
so-
you just like get colored in multicolors as you're like, ooh, that's pretty, and then fire.
Oh no.
saving throw you do too?
Question.
No, just you roll the d20 plus your dexterity saving throw mod. You don't need to roll 2.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Goose is off the ship. Because he's still
Correct.
a ways
Correct.
away.
So Absinthe and Goose are not affected. They're the only two who are not.
Mayhem and the cats are like there.
Yes, the cats.
Rather-
since they're a horde, they make 1 save.
Rather than making a save, can they sacrifice themselves to attempt to help another make their save? Like essentially just cat shield, or like try and like carry them further
Sure,
away?
Sure, because it's like minions and stuff. I'm gonna say
Mhm.
you need to make a check for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and make an athletics check for Mayhem to try to grab. I'm assuming Irina.
Yes.
And who is
The horde can see Sealry, correct?
Yeah, the horde could go and get Silvery. Yeah.
Yeah.
The horde
So,
kind of just makes like a blast shield around Silvery.
Mofan rolled a 21.
Is that a secondary 2 checks to like for
2
Sealry
checks.
and
One
the
for the horde, one for Irina.
Cool. That is a 19 for Irina and a natural 20 for Sealry.
Okay.
I see how it
Silvery,
is.
you,
I rolled them in succession to know which one was what.
Yeah.
Uh-huh,
So,
uh-huh.
Silvery, you will go ahead and auto succeed.
Fine.
You've been granted evasion by that nat 20. To go ahead and still roll the dex save.
Okay.
But you're just have a chance of completely avoiding damage. And Irina, go ahead and make your dex save with advantage.
I believe with advantage, so I do roll again now.
And she does have evasion anyway, as a side note.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so 16, 6. So I've got over 20, so 23? Wait,
22.
22? Okay.
Is
22.
your save bonus is a 6, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, then 22.
I don't do math.
Okay, yes. So that is this this star that suddenly ignites around the entire ship.
I'd love to see the captain's face right
So,
now.
Everyone, yeah, the captain is also within this.
Good.
No, not him, but the captain of the ship that we were
Oh, yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to be.
As it is,
This is how you lose with grace, motherfucker.
okay, so, hello, can you guys still hear me? Okay.
We broke the DM.
Okay.
We win.
I'm back.
What?
Everything is fine.
We win.
Everything is
Absinthe.
fine. Okay. Everyone who got a 12 or Everyone who got an 11 or lower. Who had to make the save. Will take
Silry, did you succeed?
Everyone who got 11 or lower
Oh, I'm muted. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I just don't want to interrupt.
That is Yep. Okay. Everyone who got 11 or lower, that is
Making the save.
that is 24 points. This fiery explosion, slightly less powerful than a fireball. For context. Or wait. No, sorry. If you're on the deck, my bad. I got that wrong. If you got a 11 or lower, it is 12 damage. It's only in the powder room that it's that much.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Yeah. 12 points of damage to everyone 11 or lower, unless you have an evasion. And everyone who got 12 or higher takes half of that damage.
Or none with evasion,
Or none.
I believe.
evasion. Yes.
Okay.
Man, if we're level 7, I would have the evasion.
Wait, you don't have evasion?
Not yet,
I
no.
think he's multi-classed.
Oh,
I am not.
wait. Let me double check myself.
So you said half damage if you're above 11?
I apologize. Evasion is level 7. So, Irina wouldn't have it either, I'll be honest.
Okay.
So wait, I take half of what?
So, Irina, what was your dex save?
It was
22.
Yeah.
22. Yeah. Then you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then I wouldn't have evasion either, right?
You do have evasion because it's what I earned you by the nat 20 protecting
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have evasion because you're covered in cats.
I see. That's not horrifying to think of.
Yep. Cats are your heat protection.
You're
These-
killing cats by
These
protecting.
poor
Oh.
cats.
As a side note, this is fire damage?
This is fire damage. Yes. Because
I'm
you set it on
immune to fire damage.
Or
They're
you're-
all the cats are all immune to fire damage because they're the same stat block.
That is.
Fuck yeah! That's amazing.
I will say that the stat block that you're using, right? That
Yep.
particular elemental, right? Is that changes depending on where creature is from, right? So since you're using the imp stat block, imps from Avernus are immune to fire, but imps from Stygia are immune to cold.
I have always been using the
Right.
Avernus stat block.
Right. What I'm saying is that we won't change.
Am I the one lagging or is he?
Am I lagging to anyone else?
No, it seemed fine to
Okay,
me.
and I think Mofan, you're the one lagging. But you might want to choose a damage resistance that is more applicable to the lore of your companions. Just a thought.
Gotcha.
But yeah, the explosion happens. I guess the cats don't die because reasons.
They just I'm picturing Saiyan style, the fire blast and goes around them like a cone of protection. It's like
as Irina.
Oh, he can't hear you.
Oh. I don't...
You went all robot there for a second.
Okay, but can you hear me now?
Yes, I can now.
Yeah. So, Irina, as the fire, like, engulfs you, you feel the coat just kind of, like, almost melt to a slump.
No.
As, I mean, Goose, you'd recognize exactly what.
Is he unconscious?
Yeah, you, I mean, as the fire recedes, and the ship is, like, bits and pieces at this point, as you guys have destroyed the ship and are now drifting in space.
Goose destroyed the ship.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yes.
Oh god.
When you make explosions bigger, don't think about where the powder room is.
So, wait.
But yeah,
So
as
Goose
you are
protecting
all-
me wouldn't save him?
Yeah, because hemp is like right on him or on her.
No, I mean, it helped me.
Oh, okay.
That didn't matter.
Oh.
As yeah, Hem, like, basically just this blob, he's floating, this gray amorphous blob is floating in the ethereal plane, kind of like around, like next to you, Irina, as the ship is just like bits and pieces.
Are we still in combat?
Yeah.
Oh. There's
I try and
Are you
collect
able to
him.
talk
one
in this?
fight. Well, I mean, I guess
Aura of
actually
vitality.
go ahead and give me a second. I actually should
Sorry.
make a save for the
Cap.
for the
captain.
For the captain. That is
He would only take
actually
12.
he would succeed.
Good.
Oh no.
No, that's a good thing. We need him alive.
But,
He's our
Okay.
prisoner.
yeah, only if he comes willingly.
No.
Oh, and he's defensive, so he would have. Oh, anyone who was supposed to be defensive was supposed to get a +5 on their save. Got that.
Yeah. So
Um,
Irina would have been 27.
Yeah. Okay. As you kind of look around and you think that everything, see the red and purple swirl. Body, the bones entirely gone, but the spectral.
So,
That's still
Who is it
So-
close by?
as give me a second.
Sorry.
All good.
He has to figure out how to run this encounter without a ship.
Okay.
at one captain was gonna stand by and see if we got them to surrender or not.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Is he just watching?
Like you kind of at this point, yeah, you kind of look forward and you see the peregrine.
Just see
Um,
Wilhelm on the back, like, what the fuck?
He's like,
and,
man, they didn't let me do this.
At this point, wait.
No, no.
You guys are, yeah, you guys look and you see, I mean, the peregrine is kind of.
With a smiley face.
Okay, yeah. So you guys look forward and you see the peregrine. But at this point, like it is kind of at this point kind of like sailing back to you guys.
Okay.
and you know what? We're just gonna theater of the mind this, no map, because mapping it is gonna be too complicated and take too much time to.
So who's the captain closest to?
Yes, the captain is kind of like in the middle of like the wreckage, as all of you guys are kind of floating around the wreckage. He would be closest to you, Fan. So, I mean, the ship exploding is kind of something you might. Should Mofan make another stealth check to stay in stealth after the ship explodes?
Nah, I'd imagine he's just hidden, tucked away in a chunk.
He's just like hiding behind like,
He was hiding under a table, and now he's just hiding behind the table, floating.
Yeah. I'm down with that. Yeah, you guys are still floating, and now you are in space.
I feel like if the ship exploded, he would come out of hiding so people could see him.
If you want,
Yeah, that's fair.
So I don't want to just be left there.
And don't leave me behind. We're figuring out how to take this man.
That was Goose's reaction. As then, so the ship exploded. Irina tried to step on some bones. Ghost started happening. Then a star happened. And then, however,
I didn't have counter spell, so I cast counter ship.
Yeah, as the bones are now disintegrated. Yeah, so you actually see like the star like explode, and then it like destroys the skulls of these bones, which had the sigil. As then the ghosts evaporate. So yeah, there are no more ghosts. You just got rid of. I mean, you nuked an entire ship, but you also got rid of a bunch of ghosts.
Ghostbusters.
You got rid of roughly 48 ghosts.
XP. I did it twice. I get double XP.
No, because the first time was just spelling magic. It wasn't killing them, it was putting them back in the earth.
Potato.
But yeah, as it is now Absinthe is your turn. There is no longer an air envelope because there's no longer a ship. You can't fly anymore.
Wait, the air envelope would it dissipate or would it cling to the wreckage?
No, it like quickly dissipates because because like air scatters faster than wreckage itself.
That's fair.
There is kind of like, I will say this round there are pockets of air, but it's like it's kind of like there are like small bubbles of air around, but they are going to completely disappear, and they are invisible.
Is the dinghy still there?
No.
You think the dinghy's still there?
The skiff got like demolished.
Oh,
that poor guy. He wanted it back.
Yeah, you had entered a challenge of honor, so Goose, you will end up losing 1 honor for this.
Yeah.
Do I see any remnants of the Spelljammer chair?
Go ahead and make a perception check as a bonus action. So
22.
Nice.
Okay. As you look around, you see drifting relatively close to the captain, self, ghost, wraith. You see all definitely damaged. Beyond repair, you do not. That is where we are going to end the session, as you are all drifting in the ethereal plane.
Oh no!
Wait, I need to know about him.
As Hem is unconscious and
okay.
I do have one thing that might help him.
Well,
but-
that is for first round
just
of
need him to
next
live.
session.
I have
as
healing magic.
you
No,
guys
it's
have,
just a bonus action.
changed this ship battle into a floating.
How about it?
I'm really interested to see how this is gonna work out.
Did
This
we
will
outdo?
be very interesting.
Did we outdo Blue?
When Blue blew up a ship, it was in atmosphere. And it wasn't a supernova. It was
Fuck yeah!
yeah. So I mean, it wasn't a named character ship, but I mean, it was a bigger explosion.
It made a named character angry.
As you know, now have one Fey sailor potentially to try to capture, and it is intangible, angry, and in space. Only one of the party has a fly speed that is functional, because Goose as a genie, your fly
Genie.
speed is not based on wings.
Yeah.
So you can still fly. The
What
Wraith
about-
can clearly move. No one else can. Not even the
That's
cats.
not good.
Because the
Yeah.
cats also have wings.
Yep. Actually, one of my or actually I have to check what level I have it as. But one of my invocations actually allows me to give them a magical fly speed.
How? Oh, the
Investor of the
Okay.
Chainmaster.
Okay. Sure.
Everyone gets cat jetpacks.
Yeah. It.
Do they meow when we activate them?
Okay. that
No, they
will be
purr
fun.
when you're flying.
Sorry. I will say there is just a way to move in the ethereal plane, like
It's
for
fine.
normal
We haven't.
characters. I'm gonna say don't look it up, but there is
Yeah.
a way. If you don't get a cat jetpack, then they'll try to figure things out. But yeah,
I love the concept of going like.
that's where we're gonna end the session. Goose, I strongly suggest you choose a different damage resistance, because fire doesn't super mesh with like your aesthetic.
It extremely does with what mayhem represents.
Right, so you could keep that for mayhem. Might want to change
The
it for
others maybe. Okay.
Just my thoughts though. It's completely up to you, your characters. But yeah. Thank you guys for playing. I will put
But I
up the
like
things
the
you've
fire.
learned from this session. And it's also just like the fact that like you being immune to fire makes ships well, I guess shrapnel
Exploding.
explodes. So in most ship explosions, I can just add shrapnel and then make it more balanced, because just the fact that it's like traditionally pure fire makes that it does kind of just have that trump card. I am fully being transparent with this.
Yeah,
because it
I
might be
get that.
Changing something directly to balance up, but like you being essentially all like really immune to fire, can go invisible, can steal keys, go into powder rooms and just blow up ships. Basically,
That's a
makes
fair
ships
point.
and-
That's a
ship
fair
encounters
point.
Completely. One
I'll give you that. That's entirely fair.
It's like a great target design, but it kind of means that no one else gets to do anything.
Yeah, that is yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and